back on another episode of Suave and Friends, where we meet new friends and we. Oh no, that's other way around. Where we make new friends and meet old friends.
Oh, what's the quote? Hold on, they gotta get used to it. They gotta get used to it.
No, I'm running back.
Don't run. Okay.
Back on another episode of Suave and Friends, where we make new friends and meet old friends. Here we got another episode with my dog Richie.
Let's go. RPO TV in the house again.
And this is a very special episode. We're at Orlando Podcast Studio. In the O. Down outskirts of downtown.
Right, new connections.
We got a guest that's supposed to be pulling up. Let's start the pod. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's keep high praise. Let's keep
it's nice and early, man. Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's keep a little bit of positivity going on here.
Hold on, red cup time.
Red cup time. I actually really like this podcast studio a lot.
I'm relaxing. I'm comfy. I'm just gonna chill more. So what's going on, man? What you gonna ask me? You got any cool questions for me?
I want to get in. I mean, let's just go right at the top. The Nuggets won the chip. We've been talking about the champion.
The Nuggets won the chip, bro.
Yeah,
that's insane, man.
I'm on the pod. We've been talking about how the Lakers have been messing up, and before that we were how the Heat messed up. Now ultimately,
bro, Boston flopped.
Every team we went for,
bro, they're all gone. They don't exist. Bro.
Every team we went for lost. You notice that?
Do you know who they call this guy the Joker? They're the real joke. Everyone that lost. You know why? Because they make Joker win so like calm and chill.
Right.
Meanwhile, they got the rest of them being clowns and John Moran acting crazy. And you got a white boy over here. Oh my God, he's such a gentleman. He doesn't care. Like, he got us looking crazy, son. They got us looking crazy. We need to tighten up. John Moran, you need to stop snapping, bro.
We'll get to John Moran. Let's just finish the Nuggets conversation. Trust me, we got some John Moran talking here.
Joker's a nice guy now.
Right. Joker's a nice. The joke's on us. Joker. Here's what I think about the whole Joker thing, bro. I forget who said this. They were like, "Oh, he doesn't want. He has everything it takes to be like a star, but he's not like he don't got like a Twitter and shit like this.
Man. It's that Kawhi Leonard stuff.
Right, but Kawhi Leonard,
Nowinski 2011 type. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but he kind of got like
Tim Duncan with the open toe flip flops and the big jeans.
Dirk Nowitzki bringing a plate with aluminum foil over to the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's bars though.
Right.
I would do that. Come back from your crib,
right.
Mama cooking on
tostones inside right before
classic.
you.
That's classic.
Score 40 points.
Plastic fork.
Right, with the plastic fork.
Joker snap, man. Jamal Murray, all of them. From Orlando. Aaron Gordon.
See, that's the only thing I could be happy about. No, I was straight up. Even though I was mad that Florida lost
he's
ultimately.
In love with Denver. They like bragged about how he bought like a mansion and all this like big old gym for him, basketball court. Like he's there now. Like
right. Oh, I seen that. That Aaron Gordon's thing. Yeah, it's like a whole like warehouse.
Sunshine Orlando to cold Denver.
Right. I mean, that's why he needed to build all that stuff inside so they don't have to go anywhere. Now, you seen this whole thing about him Jokic not having like social handles or anything like that, but he's such a likable person. When people like see him in interviews and stuff, bro, they showed when he goes, oh, they said, oh, are you gonna be there for the parade? And then he's like, oh, when is the parade?
Yeah, he's like,
oh, I want to go home. And then in the parade, he's like, I know I said I want to go home.
No,
but I fucking want to parade.
I didn't know you did that.
Bro, yeah. Well, we gotta.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, dude.
He's like, I want to fucking parade.
Yeah. Facts. So he woke
up.
They
were turning up, bro. You seen on Instagram that night, bro. They were
imagine Joker allegedly next post.
Yeah, bro. They were in the club. He was doing like his two-step. Joker was doing his two-step.
Then we gotta put the video on there. That's crazy. The Joker going in. See, he's better than Kawhi. Kawhi still would have had done nothing. He was
right. They have
beat up on Florida though. Shout out to Miami, man. Y'all weren't even supposed to be there. They weren't even supposed to be there. But you know what? The Denver Nuggets were first the whole season. Like the whole time they had the best record. Like them winning is just how it's supposed to be. Like, well, you were first the whole time. So
yeah,
well deserved for sure. I'm hating though. Joker, Joker's good, but I'm mad.
They could have. It was tight. I was tight about it.
I didn't watch the last.
No, I had to watch. I knew it was the last.
Miami
game.
Heat fans, they got swept. The Lakers got swept, bro. So my heart was already hurting, bro. I couldn't watch the Heat.
Hey, that
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Low key, that game helped us though because now we don't have to. Now the tickets or the Airbnbs for this summer are not going to be expensive in Miami.
That's very true.
They were all cheap, bro. They were all cheap.
It's still crazy that they went there, but you're right. Winning it would have been off, bro. It would have been bonkers.
And they won it in Colorado too, so it's like that's dope for them. Yo, you had brought up John Morant earlier. Yeah, breaking news. Well, not so breaking now. This happened like 2 days ago. Did you see what Adam Silver?
25 days suspension. 25 games suspension.
25 games. That's like a quarter of the regular, less than a quarter of the regular season.
My theory is that he doesn't want to be a Grizzly,
or a little bit more than a quarter.
Yeah, no, that's a long time. And 25 games sucks.
82 games in a season, so they didn't cut 25
with no pay. I don't know, but think about it, bro. Like, does he not want to be a Grizzly? Like, is he doing this to get out? Like, John Morant can't be that dumb,
right?
Bro, it's so repetitive. It's
right,
like over and over, like the same. It's almost to the point where I don't even look at it no more because I'm like, what else is he doing with a gun, a water gun? But like. I don't know, bro.
Oh, speaking about that, you seen that his I think his team or his rep or something like that were trying to cut and say, oh, it was a fake gun. Like, nah, it was a fake gun.
I'm telling you, bro, we're the real joke, bro.
Like, nah, it was a fake gun.
Yo, it's a fake gun. They actually try to play off that's a fake gun now.
It was a fake one.
Can they even like get that and like approve? Like, I mean, or approve that?
I'm sure like, the NBA got enough money to like get people to analyze that video.
I feel like this is a big joke on me, bro. John Morant, tighten up, man, because you're like literally like top 5 in my list, and like this is making you just not anywhere. So please do yourself a favor and like put the fake gun away.
You know what sucks?
For real, he's like one of my favorite players on the court.
I'm saying here's the sentiment about that is that he's such a good player, straight up. And he's explosive. He's
amazing.
Bro, he's explosive at the rim and stuff like that.
He's been in the playoffs recently, too. Like, they make it to the playoffs. Like,
right.
At least that.
But he be doing dumb shit. And even in the NBA's Adam Silver's thing or whatever the NBA's report about giving the 25-game suspension, people we were talking about, like, yeah, it's a private organization. So it's like anything. Bro, like, if you do some crazy shit and you got your job's uniform on,
bro, is the guy getting paid
on national TV every day type shit? Yeah, like I said,
there's regulations in your life, dog. That's crazy.
I don't think that like having guns is wrong or anything like that. I believe in guns.
Yeah,
100%.
I wanted to ask you, what do you
I believe in guns 100%.
No, like, what do you think about this whole thing?
You ever seen the movie Red Dawn?
No, but John Morant.
Have you ever seen the movie Red Dawn?
Have I? No, I don't think so.
Red Dawn's a movie with Charlie Sheen like Patrick Swayze and a few people. They redid the movie.
Charlie Sheen and Patrick Swayze.
It's basically like if like people like I think in the other movies it was like China or like Russia or something like that invades like a small town in the Midwest and like everybody revolts against them. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you didn't have if you weren't pieced up for that.
Yo, I mean, you're right. Like, yo, have the strap, but like, as far
responsible, I believe in responsible.
What do you have a kid, right? Or speaking about like, you know,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And he goes on the internet. His favorite basketball player has a gun in his hand and he's waving it. What do you think?
So that's why I said a refrain: responsible gun ownership.
No. This video specifically, like this already passed. Like him just being in, I don't know.
I believe in responsible gun ownership. Yeah. So that
this specific
taking pictures with your guns and stuff like that, I don't mind either.
No. Specifically with John Morant, I'm not against guns.
No,
bro.
specifically him. I don't mind him doing that either.
If your kid sees it's like whatever.
Why is his? I don't want my kids idol. I don't want my kids role model to be a basketball player.
So he shouldn't be.
That's on the parent. Games. Here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So we're bringing it back to this. We're bringing it back to this.
I'm just saying, like, so the NBA thinks that that's horrible that he should get suspended 25 games in public humiliation
because they represent the NBA. They're supposed to be representing the NBA. Yeah. So they want to look good and they want to make sure that their business of, you know, clean cut is not tarnished by someone waving a gun around on Instagram. But like, bro, how many times you probably see that on your feed?
That's what I'm saying.
From non-famous people.
This is like all nonsense. Like, yo, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? But for John Moran, I think it's so petty on his end. It's like, bro, just put the gun away. Like, the gun's not that cool, bro.
And it didn't help that it wasn't the first time.
Because you're right. I agree with what you're saying. It's not that serious, bro. You could go on the internet and find a million guns and used in horrible ways and not being a way that you would want it to be presentable to your kids or whoever.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like they're making such a big deal. It's like the only thing on the news.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a more or less it's a family program. You know what I mean? They don't like, you get a tech for, slapping someone's wrist. You know what I mean? So, it's like a whole thing. I think it's just
the gun was like this big, bro.
Bro,
he was like this
when he put it away.
He was holding it with 2 fingers.
Yeah, when he put it, it's funny because when
like a keychain,
he's like on himself. The guy's on himself, and then when he turns it, he's like. Puts in his pocket.
Insane, bro. It's like
bro.
Yeah, I'm being fooled, bro.
Why?
I'm being fooled.
I seen a report is like, he unfriended him. They unfriended each other on Instagram. Like, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying.
People really getting into it. Yo, it's like a really deep thing.
I know, and it's over like him waving a who knows to be real gun.
Right. Yo, here's a last NBA related topic, and it's funny because I didn't even think about this when I was writing down topics. This is how you never know who's going to watch your stuff, right? You never know who's going to watch your clips, who listen to your music, watch your movie, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This girl who works at Home Depot puts out a song, right? Kind of like Glorilla City Girl type style. And Shaq ends up listening to it. And he's going like on a whole content spree of
so
like.
She's not even like famous or
no,
big or,
no.
Oh, wow.
He listened to it and he shared it and stuff like that. And he goes to different he's like a content spree going to different Home Depots like looking for that girl. So
why Home Depots?
Because that's where she works in real life.
Oh
my
gosh.
So he's like doing like, oh, like where is she? Da-da-da.
Looking for the next star, yeah.
Looking for her. I think the content is like he's looking for her. So I think ultimately this is what's gonna happen. I think it's a deal between Shaq and Home Depot. And then this girl's going to end up being like an actor involved or getting paid from it somehow. At the end, he's going to find her. Like, oh, there she is.
Sponsorship on that is hell.
Bro, they're
collaboration
smart.
is heavy.
They're smart.
And Shaq makes a lot of money, man. Like Shaq is really into the business world, like big time.
And the only reason that Home Depot is included in this whole shit is because she works there.
Yeah, and Home Depot's, that's funny. I actually had to work. I didn't work for Home Depot, but I worked in Home Depot for a while.
Yeah.
The organization. Yeah, they got money to pull that together. Shaq.
Yeah, they've been around forever.
And that's the thing that happens a lot. That's like a big Super Bowl move, You see the commercials and different collaborations. We just saw Flash and Rudy, who was actually famous on Vine. He was like doing little Vine.
Oh, yeah, Rudy Manusco. He was the guy, movie, bro. I thought his name was like Christian
shout
something.
Out to Rudy. Like, no lie, man. Vine 5, 6, 7 years ago. He's in a Flash movie now.
10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Bro, remember, the first time I went to California, I went to California, I went to a Vine meetup, and it was in 2014.
Vine meetup.
Straight up, there was Vine stars out there.
Bro. It was in downtown. Like,
remember when I took you to the Grove? Remember I said there's a big
spot
where we parked at? There was a big ass park across the street with baseball parks and stuff like that. None of that was there before. It was just a big open park. Nah. Bro, they did it right there.
Nah, place is fire. Dang, that's
Jeremy
crazy.
Perp Drink, I met him. Remember that guy?
No, I wasn't really big, but for some reason I knew Rudy. Rudy, everyone knew him. I was bad with Vines. Who's Lele Pons? What'd she do?
She's like a Cuban, like blonde girl, and she always that was herself.
What do they do now? Like I'm saying, like
YouTube.
Rudy's in Flash. You feel me?
I was gonna say YouTube acting and stuff like that.
That's
that was crazy.
For the viewers, this guy was on Vine, and now he's on Flash. He's like, yo, hold on.
Yeah. Anything's possible, but that kind of time.
Share this podcast so we can get on the next Flash movie.
I want to be Batman. The multiverse.
Can I ruin it?
Should we talk about it?
The Batman.
And are you gonna watch the movie? Can we talk about the movie right now? All right, let's talk about the Flash movie. We see the Flash premiere night, Thursday night.
It was good. It brought nostalgia. Like when you look back at it, like wow, it's a little cheesy, like usual per se. That's how usual superhero movies are. But other than that, you get can I say that? I just want to say it so bad.
Oh, we just got a text from the guest. Let's see.
Bro, they have like 1 million Batmans in the movie. Oh, all right, so I'm gonna go off about the Flash. The Flash was fired because it actually gave you a legit storyline about the Flash, which I feel like we haven't gotten yet. Even if you go ahead and watch the shows, it's still not the same because this is like CGI to the max.
Right.
Recommend it to be watching the theaters because like the CGI is incredible. The guys coming through the Flash was dope. Like I said, okay, they're really big on CGI. I realize that. Like Marvel's really good on like.
How do you think the CGI was? That first scene where he started running fast, I was like,
used to it. We're getting used to it. I feel like.
You know what he said?
You know who stuck out? The big monster, the big black monster that kept like killing this guy. I'm not gonna say who he killed. Because he was killing Batman. I'm just gonna say it. That was crazy. Wait. That big soldier guy.
Oh yeah, the big Who was
he?
That was dude. You never seen Superman, the first Superman movie?
No.
For that universe?
No, I'm talking the one that's where the big black.
Yeah. They're all part of. They're all Kryptonians.
Destroyed him, bro.
He's fucking them up.
Kryptonians. I want to be a Kryptonian.
Nah, but that was dope when he was fighting. When Batman was on top of it, like pause.
That was the best scene.
And he puts a bomb.
Yeah. So Batman. So Batman scenes were really good.
And then takes him back.
Yeah. The Batman scenes were dope. I mean, they made Batman look dope in 10 million ways. Like
right.
But like you can't compare it to like a Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel's. Yeah, like. This is just a different type. You expect a different perspective or
the title scene was fire though. This is like probably one of the best one of the best title scenes ever. Probably,
yeah, definitely. Fire.
It was like we talked about. It was kind of cheesy. Like they stopped it and then they did it again, but it was like cheesy. Okay, that's fire. Yeah, like when it finally went.
I was jealous. This is a rich soul. I was jealous of that. That was actually dope.
Like you got
to. But yeah, man, it was good. The Nicolas Cage comes out at the end. Spoiler alert.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Spoiler alert.
Bro, so they show, so spoiler right now.
Nicolas Cage comes out as Batman.
No, it's Superman.
I mean, Superman, damn.
Bro.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I can't believe that.
And then hold on. The Batman was the other one. See, I was going to ruin the other one. Who
so
comes out
check
as
it.
Batman?
There's like, so they show a part where they show all the different like multiverses. And they show like the old Batman. They show Christopher Reeves. They show what's it?
George Clooney. Fire.
Fucking and then the crazy part though, they show Nicolas Cage in a Tim Burton Superman. And he has like a good 5-second action scene as Superman.
And he looks pretty cool.
Bro, amazing. Like that's what it was supposed to look like.
You're a big Nicolas Cage fan?
Oh, what are some of your favorite Nicolas Cage movies?
That's the thing. I like Nicolas Cage, but not like that. My favorite is definitely I would say the one with back in the day, John Travolta. What's it called? Face Off? Yeah, because I was little. I think that was the first storyline that I felt like the storyline was really it was the first time I felt like, whoa, this is a different storyline. Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
It's old, but that was the first time I was like, and it was action. Damn, that's a rewatch. That's definitely a rewatch. That's a good rewatch. Obviously National Treasure, but that's kind of like not his best. He's got so much more. I actually like the other guy that does The Mummy. He reminds me of Nicolas Cage. The Mummy Returns. He's my Nicolas Cage. Pause.
Recently, speaking about the podcast realm, we went to our first Bad Friends podcast show.
That was crazy, man.
Dude,
over in the Hard Rock, right there, City Walk, and
let's talk about expectation and then Universal. Versus like what was delivered.
For sure, go ahead.
All right, so okay, I'll start. My expectation.
By the way, Bad Friends podcast, Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. You gotta watch it. Hilarious.
Yeah. Co-starring Jetski Johnson. Don't forget her.
Fire.
It's my baby. No, Jetski Johnson. Or the Bad Friends. So, bro, I didn't expect that they were gonna do how do you say stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah, they did.
I didn't expect they were going to do stand-up, bro. Yeah. They did like an hour between the three of them. I swear they did a good 15-20 minutes each.
It was great. It was great.
So they did that, and then they brought people on stage. They had hold on, let's talk about some of the funny jokes that you heard from them. Obviously, we don't want to butcher the joke, so like it's not going to be the real gist of it. Please still go see like their stand-ups and stuff like that. But the one the Andrew Santino is the one about the gun making the
Oh yeah, and then Bobby was saying like when someone on the news is stabbed 25 times, and some random friend comes out of nowhere like, I would never let someone stab me 25 times.
Oh yeah,
and Bobby's like, oh yeah,
it wouldn't even hurt.
Imagine your friend trying to reenact,
play it off. No, trying to play it off like it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and then he's like first stabs, and he's like oh, and he's like second stab. Oh, he's like, yo, you think you could take 25 stabs before?
There were.
It's like, or there's a way that we can scare them off. Maybe they'll start stabbing us. Maybe if we moan when they stab us. And then he was like, stab me. And he was like, Like, stab me good. He's like, scare them off.
Yo, Jessie had a few good jokes too. She was talking about like, the fuck boy joke.
And Epstein.
Talking about Epstein.
She went into this dark rabbit hole.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was funny.
Yo,
some people were like, and then she
bro.
Here's what I like about this, bro. She said something that made the whole crowd go, and then she said the joke right after, like, but da-da-da-da. And then everybody laughed.
Bro, it was crazy.
Like, how do you do that?
It was really raunchy. And like, I will say this, you and Ant were in the bottom rows.
Right.
Me and Carl's at the top. And me and Carl's are just dying laughing all the time. You could tell like that the bottom rows are like diehard fans because there's like a big roar after every joke. But then in the top, it's just me and Carl's giggling like, and they're kind of quiet. They're like trying to break through the night. Like you're trying to feel the atmosphere. Should I laugh for real? Like the top row was like, yo, why ain't y'all laughing? Like,
how about some of the people that they brought on stage, bro? Wild.
Well, they had brought up that couple. They're supposed to be a Bad Friends fan.
Yeah, and they were trash.
And then Bobby Lee I thought Bobby Lee let Andrew Santino on the dry. Like, yo, you take care of that couple. Like,
when he sat down on the side, he's like, nah, I'm just gonna sit right here with these guys. These guys are cool.
He said, this is your show.
Yeah.
And Andrew Santino's bad awkward.
And Andrew's looking at him like, Bobby, you're not gonna come help.
You know how I knew he was Bobby was getting on him? Because Andrew Santino forgot the girl's name three times.
Bro.
He asked her name like 3 times on stage. I'm like, yo, he's like 5 red cups in tonight.
Yeah, they definitely went off. I think that he was already. I think they were kind of getting mad that these people didn't know anything about the show. Yeah. Like, what the hell?
Wasn't making it fun.
Like, you watched 2 episodes or something like that.
Yeah. Who do you think was the best out of the 3 on stand-up?
Remember, it was 4 people that came on stage.
No, the stand-up.
The best stand-up. Damn, they were all good. Great. But think about it, Andrew closed. So they think that Andrew's the best out of the 3 of them. Think about it.
To be honest, low key, the girl, what's her name?
Fucking killed it. She was the opener.
No, she had a lot of raunch. I was like, ooh, I was like, see, they're too early for her. And I was surprised.
Yo, shout out to
jokes were really
Hard Rock for not skimping on the drinks either. Yo, they double cut me up like heavy on the jack. Heavy on the jack. Yo, we get a nod of approval from Ant back here.
Remember they were making fun of me because I went up there and I was like, Alito, I'm not doing Red Bull and 2 shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I got him 2 shots and me 2 shots. He gave me a big like
the fishbowl like Miami.
With Mad Ice and all Jack, and then like bring it up to you guys, and it just reeks of strong. And you guys are like, he's like, no Red Bull. Like Carl's looking at me like, I need my Red Bull.
Where's my Red Bull?
You're not getting Red Bull, but those 2 shots of Jack and that ice lasted the whole night.
Right. No, that was definitely a good experience. I feel
real quick, I did love walking in Hard Rock because you mentioned Hard Rock and like seeing people get together for a podcast.
For a podcast show,
to me that hit me the most. Walking in and going, oh wait, everyone's here for them, but their podcast.
I know that we've talked about this recently, but we've actually me and Ant were talking about it in the moment because we had our seats were down there, you know, we're together, but we're like, damn, think about it, like look around right now, like not too many people look like us here, dress like us or act like us. You know, there's different people from all walks of life. You
Definitely,
know what I mean?
100%.
White, black, Asian, you know, Spanish. Everybody was there, young, old. You know what I mean? Yeah, skinny, fat. I
seen the Mimo girls up in there. They like Bobby Lee. I know Bobby Lee like him back.
Bro, yeah, no, for sure. But it was just funny how or not funny, but you know, it felt cool to see that. It felt cool to see how, you know, how a podcast, how talking and making jokes and stuff like that, you know, what we do every week, you know, can bring people out and sell out.
And I think for people, sold out at the Hard Rock right there next to Universal. And it's like they do a podcast, but then they go up there and do stand up. And then you get surprised that they're doing stand-up. Like, oh my God. Right. Think about me and you, like, or anybody that's doing different casts or people that are good at multiple things.
Right.
So they come to Hard Rock for the Suave and Friends, but Richie's opener
performing, yeah. Or like, yeah.
And then you come out with a song.
Or
like,
different stuff. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And it's like, or cooking, you know, seafood and dye. You have a chef come on stage after a performance and they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
something like that, yeah.
I feel like, you know, the limit is just like, I feel like this year I'm like, yo, I could do all the things I want to do. I just got to be like really like disciplined.
Yeah. No, I think it's even better.
Doing it.
Like you never. I mean, look. I forgot what I seen.
That's genius.
People who are multifaceted are always gonna like succeed in life. People who know different languages have a better chance at succeeding. You know, people who have different crafts, people who are talented at different things. You know what I mean? These days is not just the one thing, and that honestly is you know that's a big thing you have to be cognizant of. Like you can't just go in there and be like, yeah, you know, here's my one song. Like I hope I blow up off of this. Like no, unfortunately, you got to post fucking 100 TikToks. You got to post, you know what I mean? Like this. It's not.
Yeah. And like, no, you're right. And I think like having fun.
Yeah.
I know it sounds cliche, but sometimes like these ideas come in my mind from my reels and I overthink them. But when I do them, they're the most fun and they're the most easiest. And sometimes I'm like, man, this whole creative thing doesn't always have to be so serious. Like, just do a stupid video. Just like you wore the green hat on the last reel. You know, shout out to Nico, got TikTok, his first 5,000. You know, it's hard on TikTok to get big. It is. A lot of people never go anywhere with anything.
Well, so let's talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? You over here wearing a green hat. Like you're just being fun.
A silly hat. We're talking about something stupid.
Come on,
you know,
man.
And it's
Live
funny,
a little bit.
And it's funny because we were talking about this on the way over there. This is like one of this reel that I posted on, or the TikTok I posted, whatever, is going like mini viral, right? Normally I keep like a steady like 1,000 views, you know what I mean, and like 100 likes.
Yeah,
and stuff
the
like
minimum.
That. This shit is like at 1,000 likes, 500 or 5,000 views and stuff like that. Like which doesn't sound like a lot, but like for someone who is getting like, I'm starting off on YouTube, right? I'm happy to get 100 views on a video.
Anything counts,
right?
And you know what? If you do 5 videos a day, then you get 500 views.
Right. So I know, and you know, you go through the social stuff, you'll see that kind of stuff. But it's just funny to see, like, I was saying, like, damn, I'm looking at random people's comments who I don't know, but they're actually talking about what's in the video. They're actually talking about stuff. The TikTok I posted was a 4-minute TikTok that I cut up, right, bro. They're talking about stuff that's like 2.5 minutes in. They watched the whole thing. So I'm like,
that's phenomenal.
This is but the part that it kind of like brought me down is like, I'm falling into what they say, be the hero long enough to become the villain or something like that. Bro, I'm doing what I was talking about. Yeah, it's easy to get a lot of views and stuff like that and get further in life when, you know, you show your ass, you know what I mean? Or you talk about like crazy stuff, like
talk to him.
The real that
I think this is your stage, bro. You gotta let this out.
What I think is funny to me is the reel that is doing good is one that's talking about a girl giving head so much that her jaw broke, and it's like, why? Like that's the
You're
one.
Gonna laugh at me. That's what it was
the
about.
One. Yeah, that's the one. On her wedding night. So. Granted, for all you girls out there, she's married. She's married. Her story was that she was sucking.
That's horrible.
She was S-ing some D and her J broke. Yeah, that's what it was. So she went to the hospital.
You know the alien?
Yeah, she mentioned in the video. She's like, what? Yeah, to completion. So her jaw was broken with nut in her mouth.
Yo.
So think about that.
Then Nico gets his first TikTok at 5,000.
Right. And thank you for that. Like, yo, for real.
The point is like, bro, do I have to post this vulgar mess for y'all to love what I'm doing?
Why is this
it's funny? It's
one?
not even your own friends loving what you're doing. It's strangers.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's like, my friends don't love what I'm doing.
Right. And you know what?
Then I have to compromise my morals.
Right. Not really compromising my morals, but it's just funny that that's the thing like not the seafood diets, you know, not the we're talking with like, you know, not the WTF ones, you know what I mean, where we're, you know what I mean, like.
They gotta check out
this
our
is
vlogs.
The one. This is the one. And you know what's funny? This is that's like episode 5 or something like that, or episode 6.
Will Smith told me, bro, to add on to what you're saying. I saw a reel how to save it.
Will Smith called you and told you?
No, for real. He called me.
Let me see those contacts right now. No.
Yo, this man called me And he was like, Richie, not just kidding, it was a real. He's like, Richie. No, he was going in. He was like, bro, this hit my soul. He was like, no one's going to understand you. He's like, even people you looked up to are going to give you gems, but no one's going to know what you're going through. He goes, you're just lonely. He's like, you got to be crazy enough that people go, wow, oh my God, he's so crazy. Look, he believes it.
Yeah.
Like that. He goes, you go do it so much that they jump on the train. He's like, you're going to do it. You're going to do it, friends, family. No one's going to get it, but you're going to look so crazy. And so people go, this guy's nuts.
Right.
I have to do this. I have to listen to his music. I have to watch his podcast.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to be a little crazy.
Some people...
you got to be a little crazy,
I mean,
bro.
it is crazy. We expect people to watch what we're saying, and we expect people to like... not that we expect it, but like sarcasm? No, straight up, that's what it is, and that's what anybody who has any sort of like fame, I think, like or you know, even if they're not famous, like we were talking about televangelists earlier, like yeah, they're famous, but I mean, through the word of, you know, what they're trying to put out as like, you know, yeah, right. So it's like if you have a voice, we'll bring into the whole speaking thing you're talking about. If you have a voice, whether you play basketball or you're a scientist or you're this and that, if you can talk, people will listen to you, right? People will follow. So like we were saying, like, oh, it's always like, yo, you're crazy if you do this, do that. Yeah, I bet before what Fresh Prince and before he was rapping and stuff like that, I bet people thought he was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're never gonna do this, and that. Oh, you're never gonna boom. Fresh Prince. Oh, you're never. That's all you can be is Fresh Prince. Boom, like Men in Black. Boom, this movie, that movie, this movie, this movie, all the way to the slap. So it's like all the way to the slap. So I feel like,
yo, any some bars on this show?
Huh?
We're gonna get Aaron a question.
Right. Give us a topic. Give us a question.
Here, go over here.
Give us no. He can just shoot it to us. He can just shoot it to us. He'll let it go. But we're talking about speaking like it don't matter what like profession you do. At the end of the day, you have to like your voice. Everybody's voice wants to be heard. Everybody wants their voice to be heard.
You know, I had to admit to myself that was my problem. Not a problem. Someone was like, "So what's the biggest thing about you?" I was like, "Damn, like, want to be vulnerable? I want to be heard."
Right. And
they were like, "Why?" I was like, oh, damn, that's a rabbit hole. But it's like, you know, whether it's to help people, whether it's to feel like you got to tell your story, you know, like, you know, tragedies that happen in our lives. I'm oldest to where we are today.
Yeah.
It's like, we want to tell people. It's like, you know, I really believe, like, having faith and believing in God. Like I've had discernment to realize that humans like to front and not admit what they really love or what they really want to do in life. And I realized, like, when a human is so vulnerable, that's when they become the best versions of themselves.
Right.
They start realizing, wait, like, okay, to get to this place, I have to do this crazy episode 10 times. I have to, like, you know, all the crazy things we do, like in New York, running around and with our phones out and sweating, like, bro, we have to do this over and over
again. How many miles did we walk in New York that weekend? Remember?
Yeah.
It was like
15 miles or something like that?
It was like 70,000 steps or something like that. Yeah. It's crazy. It ended up being crazy. And we were only there for 3 days.
But whatever anybody's doing, it's like you're doing all this stuff and it's like you're getting overwhelmed and looking crazy and feeling bizarre. It's like, yo, like, this is kind of you kind of got to keep going, bro. You're almost there. I've heard of actors sleeping in their cars.
Do you ever think about like quitting, like stopping it?
I know it sounds negative. I think all the time. And in some moments it's a lot, but like it's just a moment.
You know,
it's a moment.
I would say I think about it all the time and I think about it never. This is why. Because every time I think, right? Ooh. But no, every time I think about it, I automatically shoot it down. I always like...
Right, you try to find... Yeah.
Yeah, like, fuck it. I'm going to keep doing 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 it.
Some days that feeling lasts for a whole day. It feels like a week.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, okay, I just need to sleep this off. Tomorrow I'll wake up and I feel this way.
Right. Yeah, no, deadass. It's like... you know, when I have that feeling, I think to myself, like, what's making me feel like that? Is it like my personal life? Is it like people like saying negative comments? Is it people not giving comments? You know, or support?
One thing that came to my mind is expectation.
Expectation, yeah. You know, I feel like
expect from people, from my business, from, you know, like what I'm expecting and then what I'm not, and what I'm actually getting.
I think it's easier for like when we speak to like other creators and stuff like that. It's easier for us to like, or for them to relate to like kind of the shit that we're doing because this shit don't happen overnight. And for the people that does happen overnight, it's very, very lucky. You know what I mean? Like it's like winning the lottery type shit. You know what I mean?
And it's so funny because if it does happen overnight, right? It could happen overnight on social media.
Yeah.
But something was happening.
Yeah, something was happening. Yeah.
In their life.
Yeah.
Whether it started at 5 or.
It was really like, there's really no like what you're saying. There's really no like overnight success.
I know what you're saying, but then I'm like, is there?
Right. But also, yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. That makes 100% sense. I think that I think like anything, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And you know, I'm going on 20 episodes of Suave and Friends. You know what I mean?
I know, a good segue. 20 episodes on Suave and Friends, and what?
But this is very soon.
Not in Florida.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna decide. I mean, everybody knows I'm deciding on either New York or LA. So I need to get back to one of those.
What do you want to do in New York, LA in 5 years from now?
I mean, same thing. Like, you know what I mean? If I do,
I need you to speak into existence.
All right. So here's the thing.
Hey,
I want to be able to. I want to be able to like really shoot more and shoot with like more interesting people and shoot like on a more consistent basis, right? So, you know, moving to those sort of coastal cities, I think would be better for me. And you know, I'm established there, but I have some sort of establishment there and like plugs and pool and stuff like there too. So it's not going to be like I'm just going off of nothing. I don't know, man. I look, man, I love Orlando. We're here at Orlando Podcast Studio, man. It's a great place to go. I love Orlando, but I feel like unfortunately for like certain sort of like characters and certain sort of like personalities and stuff like that, unfortunately, are not here in our city, and that's what's just one thing that we have to.
Should we go to Miami? Like real talk.
Like, I mean, we're going to Miami next month, but
I like this. Like, we are going to Miami next month. We're going. To Miami next month.
I even feel like it's not
for
like
one day.
I even feel like it's not like that. It's like it's not like, oh, just because Miami's popping. Yeah, there are more like characters and celebrities and shit like that there to be able to make like interesting content.
Thumbnail: Richie convinces Suave to move to Miami.
Nah. I'm not gonna move there.
It's hard.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But look,
it's influencers.
Here's the difference though. Like when you're like in one of those coastal cities, there's a lot of people who are at the level like we're at too. You know what I mean? Like we always talk about this. How we don't know, like in our personal group of friends, and like even like the outer group of friends, right? We don't know people who are doing this. Like we really don't know people who are doing this. We know people who are like, yeah, making music and posting and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something different. And
yo, you're right. We don't. That's
but
true.
we don't know anybody who does a full on show. We know
a lot of people, and we don't know nobody that does a full on show.
Full on show, like weekly, like almost weekly, damn near.
And not only that, we've been collabing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I need to give you that on the show because I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Me and Nico, like we had a vision, but like we're now I'm on the show more, but we're like it's both of us too. Like,
yeah, I
always dreamed that like there would be a group around me, or I believe everyone needs a group to go to the next level.
Same. And you know what? I've had and there's nothing to them at all. But like, you know, I have a lot of like inner circle friends who are just not like that. Who are just not like just like I said, they're not also creating, so they don't understand like how important your single like is. Yeah, it sounds like stupid. Like please like
bars.
Please like the stuff that I put up. But like, bro, if you're like my inner homie, like we have conversations, like we share meals and stuff like that. Bruh, like, unfortunately, no matter what you're doing, even if you're a construction worker that has his own business, you have to have a social presence.
Yeah.
So like posting,
and on TikTok, I could see if you don't take off the thing, I could see that you
watched my shit and didn't. Yeah. So it's just like,
I need to take mine off.
So straight up, but I just think that's funny. And it's funny how it works. Crazy. And you know what? I seen a meme that was like, oh, I need you to blindly support everything that I do. And in my head, I was just like, yeah, that's not stupid to me. That's not stupid to me at all. If you're fucking posting pictures of your dog every day, and like your lunch fucking bologna and cheese sandwich and shit like that, bro, take the time every day to, if you see my shit, which I can tell, just fucking tap the screen. Like,
yeah, like, bro,
nothing to you.
It doesn't have a cash app. We're not asking for bro, like,
And this is you know, but you know what, but you know, check it. But you know what? You know why it affects us, because it's like people that we care about.
That's the point. It's people that we care about.
Yeah, we care about their opinion. Because then look, turn around. Fucking Nan, one of the people that I Nan, some of the people that we fuck with on that last viral clip, right? Fuck with it, but I can see that all of them watched it. So it's like you let in outsiders. So then what's gonna happen whenever, let's put X, right? Not just me, right? This is why a lot of people blow up and be like, yo, fuck them.
And that's the story.
Yeah, why is that? Why is that? And I think that sucks. I think we need to change the narrative, man.
I swear I'll be trying to break it down. Like, we deal with pride, man. Like, we deal with that pride of like, oh, I gotta like oh, we're a groupie. Oh, Anthony always shares Richie's stuff.
Right.
Oh, the only thing going on in Anthony's life is Richie's post. Like, you know, like I have pride too. Like, I've not liked stuff for certain things, or like, oh, they're gonna know that I'm liking their stuff all the time. Like, let's just be real. I'm liking their stuff all the time. Oh, they see I'm on Instagram.
I can say yes. I used to feel like that.
To like it,
but I think that's the division.
It's a liar, no liar.
That's a division. We're seeing it from the point of view now as like creators. You know what I mean? We've been doing it heavy weekly for a little bit over a year now. You know what I mean? We've been on this run like since SNF got started. Granted, you had your stuff, you know, before that, but since SNF got started, but you know what I mean? Since S and F got started, we've been going like super, super tough on this shit, right?
Yeah, man, good stuff.
Doing all the shows, doing all the mini content, doing the vlogs, doing the traveling, stuff like that. So that's kind of like where I start this whole timeline. And yeah, I would say before it, I used to think like that too. Like, oh, I don't want to be like liking every single thing and do this and that. But now seeing it through the lens of a creator is like, I need people to understand, like, bro, don't think like that. Like, if you can fucking, it's funny. I have a comment that on a random reel that people keep liking, and it's like just keeps going up. So I get the notification for every day. But it's like that Rick Ross video where he's talking about, yo, I went on my homie's page and I saw he had like 6 likes, 2 comments.
See, I love that.
He's like 2 comments. He's like, and now all that shows me is that all that 3,000 homies, 1,000 homies that follow you, they don't believe. They don't. He's like, they don't want to support. He's like, but you know what I mean. But you post a picture with fucking Future, you know what I mean, next to Future, now you big bro. Now you know what I mean? And that sucks, bro. That really sucks. Like, that really sucks. Like, just to think about that shit, that really sucks.
Yo, we going into like,
and look,
what we doing? We about to go in on these?
Look, no. I'm just being real. It's just the whole thing. And that's kind of
speaking bars.
That's kind of one of the topics I had for our guests.
You're being passive. Give me more.
That's one of the topics I had for our guests. So
you got 10 minutes.
So we'll wrap it up here on this last note. But you know, do you feel that
I'm sitting now I want a pod.
Do you feel that hometown support is needed? Like, do you feel like it's vital for you? Obviously, it's not vital for you to succeed, but like, as a creator, would you feel better with it or without it?
Okay. Now you got me really thinking logically, right? Emotionally, is hometown needed? Absolutely, 100%. Logically speaking, no, because the reality is you could pay for Google ads and you could pay for ads on Facebook and pay for ads to where you could reach the entire world. You can reach people in Norway and Japan
that have the same thought.
Your neighborhood, but at the same time, as an emotional human being, like in a community, let's put it, we're in a community, right? Let's take out city, community, supporting each other. We go to the same store together. We complain about the same gas prices together. We go to we take our kids to the same skating rink together.
Right.
So we're doing this all together.
Right.
So emotionally, I'm like, yeah, bro, I need you.
Right.
Like, bro, like when you like or say, yo, I saw it, or yo, it makes me want to do 10 posts today.
Right.
Oh my God, I woke up, someone texted me, they like my song. I want to post that rap freestyle right now because an emotional.
Because someone's giving you validation.
100%,
Let me ask you this.
100%,
so,
but logically needed, no, but emotionally, yeah, man.
So yeah, the validation is like we kind of went back to. The validation is always going to be stronger from people that you know.
One pulse, we're one now. Like, come on.
We want to have our feelings validated. We want to have our like what we're saying validated, and the most validated is from the people who we're seeing every day, the people who are our peers and the people who like we see, like you said, the gas station and shit like that, right?
Bro, I see Anthony every day. He leaves a comment.
Right.
I might not know it, but subconsciously I'm like,
right,
my brother showing love.
Straight up. Yeah.
And I see him every day, you know, and I don't realize how much that helps me.
Right. Yeah, no, I feel like it helps everybody. Like I said, everybody wants to be.
I have to comment every time now.
Everybody wants to be acknowledged. Let's
that was good.
Let's just wrap it up.
That was needed. That was hard.
Let's just wrap it up, man. We'll look, man. There's we got a few things coming up. Shout out our guests. You know, we're gonna have our guests. We're gonna have our guests pull up.
Miami coming up.
Stay tuned for a future episode. We'll have a big cast coming up. As we always say, as I always say in all the other episodes, I got Rolling Loud coming up again. You know what I mean? Like we talking about it again.
Crazy.
Yeah, so
you literally say that for a year. You've been saying that for
the last 2 years, yeah, for sure. Since we started the pod.
By the way, go check out the first episode. Just for fun.
Yeah, check out the very first episode. King just released.
King just came out. It wasn't even supposed to come out. I was supposed to put out another one. So the fact that this is out is like, and a lot of people like this song. I wrote this thing like 4 years ago.
Wow.
And a lot of people love it. And I think they'll still like it.
How are people reacting to like Beretta and White Bike? What about White Bike? What's the
one guy wrote to me, says sorry for all the plays on Young Beretta and really no, they're me.
Wow. See, that's dope.
You know, stupid stuff like that.
What about White Bike?
White Bike definitely got a lot of visual comments. Shout out Anthony and Rich Show. Like they were definitely like, wow, well put together.
Yeah.
It made me feel like Ren was like, Ren. He was like, yeah, he said something like, oh, it made me feel like a lot of like happiness and like joy.
Can I say something that you commented on TikTok? someone commented on one of your reels of White Bike, and he goes, wow, this is a very good ... put together video or something like that, like trying to like diss you on the song,
but the video,
yeah. And then you commented, wow, thank you so much, man, you're my first hate comment, like from somebody I don't know.
And that's what I'm gonna be for the rest of my life,
right? Like thank you so much. Like this is crazy. Like somebody who I don't know is talking shit.
I see my stars like go down a rabbit hole and black hole drugs because of the hate, and I'm like, like I love, you know, all these guys so much. I know to just be like, yo, like that's what's up, bro.
But
like,
you know what? That's funny. Like somebody saying something. You know, even a stranger that's hating is better than a friend that's not doing anything. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, he left a comment, whether it's positive or hate.
A random like dad.
He gave me a view.
Some dude from Kentucky was like, great video. I was like, all right.
Boy, I don't like this video. I don't like the song, but the video sure do look pretty.
Like, yo, this is ass. And I was like, dang, thanks. No, then.
Hey, tell me.
Then it's your comment following up with fire emojis.
Oh my god!
And it made my.
No, you tell me. Hey, go see if all my other music is trash. Leave comments on those too. Like yo, like you can leave a comment to everyone. You helping the algo. You know what I mean?
Algo.
Yo, yeah, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? These are growing pains in the business, I guess, and we're experiencing it firsthand. We gonna keep it rolling, man. We gonna keep it rolling. Look, I got respect for. At the end of the day, it's all jokes. You know what I mean? I got respect for everybody. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep it pushing.
Love this. This is fire, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
You hitting, 30 plus?
Like 30 plus episodes altogether of both my shows. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
So that's awesome. We're gonna pull up almost
200 subscribers.
Oh yeah, yo, road to 500, road to 500 right here. This is a call to action. Road to 500 subscribers. I'm at 196 right now. Almost 200. YouTube is dropping the requirements for creators. I'm pretty much like I'm almost up to all the other requirements. I just need the fucking 500 subscribers. A lot of bro, a lot of the times most of our view hours and views and stuff are from people who are not subscribed. So that's okay because those still count, but I need the subscribers unfortunately to start getting paid from YouTube. They dropped it a lot. So trying to get monetized. Suave and friends, you got any last words?
Thank you for those supporting. I love y'all. We do this because we love it, and that's straight up pretty much it.
I actually have a lot of fun doing this, honestly. Whether it's just me, whether it's a guest, whether it's with Richie, whether we're doing the food shit, like anytime camera's on, anytime we gotta talk, it's a little bit like I have like those nervous jitters at first, but as soon as I get in, as soon as I cut, you know what I mean? As soon as I do that little live, hey, what's up, man? I'm in it to win it. So Yeah, bruh.
Till next time.
Thank you for watching Suave and Friends.
Peace.